Hello and welcome to Generation 16, the series that showcases the history of Sega's Mega Drive. I'm Greg Stewart. I've been covering games for 20 years now. I co-founded Gaming Age and was the reviews editor for Electronic Gaming Monthly, and co-founder of the Player One podcast, one of the longest-running gaming podcasts around. Join me while I recap the history of Sega's 16-bit powerhouse game by game. On Generation 16, I focus on the interesting stories behind each title, big hardware launches by Sega and its competitors, and key news stories that shaped the console wars in the early 90s. Sega went from underdog to market leader and back again, and on Generation 16, we explore how. It's story time again. Welcome everybody to Adventure Night, Monday nights. We're not finishing Gold Rush because I can't get what's supposed to happen in that hotel lobby. So, unfortunately, we're not going to finish Gold Rush. But we're moving on to another Sierra game from 1988, King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. I think this is the first game we've played with a female protagonist, actually. And it's the last King's Quest game to come out before they went to the VGA and Super VGA graphics. Gold Rush was delightful. Hey, Renji, Jaspertine, Keenad, Scoop Joey, Scoop Jessica. Remember, Extra Life. We're at $1,500 so far this year, raised for the IWK Health Center here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Hey, Ben. Of course, Seward.ca will take you to my Extra Life page. We're still, if my math is right, $8,500 away from our goal. Thank you, Scoop Joey, for the subscription. Are you a Dreamcast yet? I think you already were, right? Yeah, you are. And, of course, if you want to support me and the channel, subscribe, cheer, buy merch, all that stuff. Remember, if you're a subscriber, you have to re-up every month because Twitch will not remind you to do that. Let's play The Perils of Rosella. Now, of course, I need to go find my ref card to figure out what the fifth word of Tip 4 is. Tip 4, fifth word, includes. There we go. Yes, it is. Seduce Rosella. I don't know. This is grandiose. Where King's Quest crawls up its own butt. Thanks, Giraffe. Somewhere Shane Bettenhausen is getting excited. We'll sit through this. Shaney's a big fan of Roberta Williams. Game audio is low. With the return of his long-lost son Alexander and the rescue of his daughter Rosella from the terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on an adventurer's hat to younger blood. I'm reading fast because the last time this went really quick. He flings the battered hat towards his children while his wife, Queen Valenice, proudly looks on. Tell me if the audio's better. Hey, Gaijin. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experiences a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. That hug could not have come at a better time. Help me, he rasps. Please, please pick a stream game from the list. The adventure hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. King Graham lies weakly in bed, Father Death hovering near. Grief suddenly overwhelming her, Rosella runs from the room. "Oh, Father," she sobs, "you're still young. You should have many years ahead of you. Oh, I wish I could help you, Father." "Please send me that." "Do you really mean that?" a soft voice asks. "Please send me that game request in a private message." Rosella looks up but sees no one. "Who's speaking to me?" "I am," the voice says. "Look in the magic mirror." This is like miles beyond what the previous King's Quest was, visually and audio-wise. Rosella sees an image in the mirror. "Who are you?" she queries. "I'm the fairy Genesta. In my land of Tamer, there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit." Genesta? Genesta? "But this is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, they would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years." Rosella is much heartened by this news. Where is the land of Tamir? Kenestan? Genesta smiles. "Tamir is very far away, but with my magic, I can bring you here." Rosella senses that there is more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems? And again, Genesta smiles. "Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Tamir, I will explain the situation." Scoop Jessica. "However, once I bring you here, I can't send you back. You will have to help me first." Confused, Rosella says, "I don't know. What if I can't help you or find the tree?" She's fading. Genesta pleads, "You must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weaker by the minute." Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer and her voice barely audible. "If you care for your father, say yes now." And suddenly she's gone. Yes. The lovely fairy speaks. "I am the fairy Genesta. Welcome to Tamir." Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She's stunningly beautiful, but there's a certain sadness to her. Finally, Rosella speaks. "I know you'd like to help me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I could help a fairy." Stu said fairy. Genesta looks sadder than ever. "You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers. Yesterday I was strolling through the woods. Lalat, the evil fairy, caught me unawares and stole my magic talisman." The fairy sighed. She yanked it from my neck and raced away screeching with laughter. Immediately I felt my powers diminishing and my body weakening. I will die in 24 hours if my talisman is not returned. Ah, the tear. "Nice," scooped Joey. Intently, Genesta looks at Rosella. "Lalat is very evil and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I fear it will contaminate my whole country." "Joey, you should have got them all to watch the stream. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman." Rosella is unsure as to what she can do. Meekly, she asks, "I want to help you, but how?" "You can do more than you think, Rosella," Genesta assures her. "I believe you'll be able to penetrate Lalat's domain." Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. "Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit?" Remorsefully, Genesta looks at Rosella. "It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island within a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains." Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I will help you in any way I can, Ganesta. How can I find Lalat? Penetrate domain. I knew you were going to glom onto that. Aye. The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lalat's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. And I think this game has a time limit. Ganesta looks weaker as she says, There's not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. One thing I must do for you, though. I shall disguise you as a peasant girl, so as not to attract attention. So we don't look like we're playing Schitt's Creek. Thank you, Ganesta. I think. Rosella stammers. It will be better for you, the fairy says. Well, I must be off while I can still fly. I know you can do it. Goodbye. Good luck. Save early. Saved often. Save often. Well, you're on your own, Rosella. Yeah, so this is point and click, right? Okay, I'm on my own. There we go. So yeah, this is all point and click. Wow. Okay. Let's figure out what we can do here. Normal, sound, action. We're going to save right away. I can still use my pointer. And can I type? Oh, okay. Right on. Okay. I'll probably do some probably do some keyboard controls here then. So we're going to look. A river coming from the east spills into the blue ocean before you. A lonely beach edges the ocean. From atop the bluff, a lovely meadow stretches eastward. All right. Look at those ponytails. Wistfully, you stare out over the ocean, wishing you could go home and see your family again. Unfortunately, reality sets in, and you remember your difficult situation. Turning your head, you look eastward toward a meadowland covered with wildflowers and heave a big sigh of sadness. Look at all that shading. A green meadowland filled with beautiful wildflowers surrounds you. Yep, I had this for my Tandy as well. Ooh. A gentle stream meanders its way through the trees. A rustic stone bridge crosses its path. A rustic stone bridge adds a bit of charm to this part of the woods. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Aha! You found a small golden ball. I found the snitch. You pick it up and carry it with you. All right. Sure is purty. This sounds... Numerous water lilies float serenely upon the lovely little pond nestled in these woods. Atop one of the bigger lily pads, you noticed a rather large frog wearing a little gold crown. Look under bridge. Ooh, this is foreboding. This run-down, gloomy cemetery gives you the creeps. Many of the old tombstones have fallen over, and the entire place is overgrown with grass and weeds. Wow. Indeed, this is a spooky old house. It looks as if no one has lived here for many years. Flanking the old house on both sides is a run-down cemetery. A thick forest looms all around. This is pretty cool. I'm following a walkthrough as usual, Keenad, so. Hey, it's Luigi's Mansion. This is the entry room of the old house. Downstairs, you see 2 open doorways, and upstairs, you see an additional 2 doorways. The room is cobwebbed and dusty, with wallpaper peeling from the walls. You notice 2 interesting portraits above the downstairs doorways, one of a middle-aged woman and the other of a young man. You wonder who they are. Please tell me those eyeballs will follow me when I walk around. Considering the disarray of the rest of the house, the parlor looks in relatively good order. However, the fireplace is cold and unused, the bookshelves are almost bare, and the old furnishings are dusty. You examine the few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is entitled The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. This is a pretty nice room, actually. We're going to get the book. You remove the Shakespeare book from the shelf and carry it with you. And this is doing the same thing as Gold Rush, where the characters are bigger and the cutaways of the houses and things. Let's save. I am not teaching Shakespeare this semester. That's not where I wanted to go. I find some of these walkthroughs that I check out, people do not know their east and west at all. That's not where I wanted to go either. Come on, where are you? Oh, I can't go north because of the trees. Go north, Rosella. There's what I'm looking for. You've come upon a cute little house built right into a huge tree. An old water wheel attached to the house goes unused beside the little river that flows gently before the house. Oh, Keenad, don't say that. Okay, can I get across this river? Yep, it is flowing gently after all. There's lots of flowers everywhere. This is the main room of the 7 dwarves' cozy treehouse. Oh wow, what a mess it is. So I'm going to clean the house. Wow. That looks just like it does when I make beds. It's a lot of dishes too. Wow. You go, girl. This ain't no pampered princess. Next, you save the kingdom by wet nursing and cooking. Let me know if the sound's loud enough, everybody. You want to be able to hear Rosella's cleaning music. Yeah, I know, Scoop Jessica. You hear the dwarves approaching. Wow, that didn't take long. You watch quietly as the dwarves file in one by one, get a bowl of soup, and take a seat at the table. This is a long cinema. Now watch every single dwarf get soup. Well, that's 3. I see Sneezy and Dopey and Happy and Doc. I love that nobody questions that there's just a woman standing there in their home. Two to go. Hey, Chicanery. No, we haven't. And I totally missed out on the pre-order for it, so... The dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup. We will at some point eventually. I'm going to get myself one, I think, eventually. The 7 dwarves seem very pleased that you tidied their messy home. One politely asks you your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with them and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. I don't know if this goes on its own. Oh, okay, it does. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat the surprisingly delicious soup. Let's all eat. I'm already eating. I just don't look like I'm eating. Oh, there she goes. Is there a 3DO module? I want to play Saturn and Sega CD games on the thing. And probably PC Engine stuff. They need 3DO. It's time for the little men to go back to the mine. Oh, goodbye, and thanks for the soup, you call as they take their leave. Now we watch all of them walk out one by one. Dreamcast might be good too. My Dreamcast drives are starting to die. You finished your soup, also. It was the best soup you've ever tasted. Maybe, though, you were just really hungry. You see a long wooden table. Empty soup bowls are left on it. You also notice a blue pouch. Get pouch. Clean up. Oh, she's not going to do the whole thing again. I just meant the plates. I mean, honestly, you know, in life you get points for cleaning up too, so. Tobacco pouch. Gotta go find us a... Was it a monkey? I think it was a monkey, right? Tobacco monkey. All right. Walk in. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Yeah, I love that RAM cart thing. That is one of the main reasons I want one, because the cartridge slots on all 3 of my Saturns are dead. You see a crude mine shaft in the midst of this forest of pine trees. I'm going to fall off this edge. Ooh, that was close. Oh, okay. Maybe the point and click is going to work a little bit better here. Maybe not. Ooh. Five games you preload. Oh. How can they preload those games? So then it's all done with Sega's blessing, I assume? Diamonds glitter and sparkle from the earthen walls of the Seven Dwarfs diamond mine. Within it, you see the little men busily at work. You see the busy little dwarves hard at work within the diamond mine. The diamonds flash and sparkle from the earthen walls. Yeah, I don't really believe that eShop thing. But we'll see. Being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of diamonds to the dwarf. His gruff exterior softens a bit. Now you can keep it, he says. We got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. The dwarf's gruffness returns as he says, now skedaddle on out of here. Well, thanks, bro. Yeah, honestly, if I can get my Model 1 Sega CD back there working properly, I don't know if I will buy one. Boom, 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 boom. You're roaming through a dense forest. Ah. Oh, I got it. Okay, sweet. Keenad. Yeah, I knew. I knew to get the worm. Sometimes you get the worm, sometimes the worm gets you. Okay, we're going west 4 screens. So there's 1. 2. Athrahi! Oh, it's a unicorn. Cold River carves its way through the lush, flowery meadow. Yes, that's right. 24-hour cycle. I think you're right, Keened. And we're at 4. Oh, we're back where we started. Okay. I don't think this game told me to go the right way. Oh, I'm wrong. Wistfully, you stare out over the ocean, wishing I've read this before. You see a rather jaunty-looking fellow who appears to be a wandering minstrel. He seems to be a lute player. Okay, good call, Keened. Yeah, Gaijin, that's all my old hardware is the same way, and it drives me nuts. You say hello to the minstrel, who looks at you in surprise. Well, who do we have here, he asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play for you one of my favorite tunes, and he begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited, as he plunks and pings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. Hey, Shy Smile. They will go soon, Keenad. Yikes. You hand the Shakespeare book to the minstrel. Curiously, he opens it and begins to read aloud, first hesitantly, then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Suddenly, he stops and looks at you. This is wonderful, he exclaims. This gives me a new lease on life. No longer am I a mere minstrel. Now I will become a famous actor. To be or not to be? How's that? He then gives you his lute, bids you farewell, and wanders off to stardom. Yeah, that's funny that the save file name actually fits again. Walking 2 screens north. It's 1. Oh, there's somebody fishing. Up there at the fishing hole. Graphics in this game are pretty. A poor fisherman's shanty adorns this part of the coastline. A pier stretches from the house out into the ocean to the west. You see a pretty meadowland off to the east. You're standing at the end of an old weathered pier. From here to the west, you can see nothing but ocean. Oh, is it do Neo Geo as well? You see a grizzled old fisherman on the pier. Apparently, he isn't having any luck today. Oh, Neo CD. Right on. Love the glimmer in the water in back there. Oh, it doesn't go. I'm not close enough. I'm right there. The inside of the fisherman's shack looks almost as shabby as the outside. You see the old fisherman at the table and his wife kneading bread at the counter. The fisherman's fishing pole has been set in the corner. You talk to the grizzled fisherman as he sits at the table. Sighing, he tells you them fish ain't been biting lately. If things don't get better soon, I don't know what to do. You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who takes it gladly. Wife, wife, give the girl my fishing pole in trade. He tells his tired wife. Obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to you. Thank you very much, she says, smiling. You've certainly helped us. That bag of diamonds, you've certainly helped us. Oh, God. Enjoy those diamonds. Oh. Okay, we went too far. Oh, thank God she can swim. I can't believe he married a woman named Wife. It's crazy. What are the odds? Stop. There's no way we're finishing this game in one night, right? Scrunching up your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook of the fishing pole with the large earthworm. I'm not going to say anything about that text because that's exactly how I bait a hook. I hate doing it. 2 or 3 streams, you think? Okay. Eagerly, from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. Did I catch anything? The fish don't seem to be biting. Oh, is this our panning for gold scene? Fish don't seem to be biting. Fush. Seduce fish. Game does not understand seduce. You know me, I don't speed the game up. Almost immediately you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is. You've caught yourself a fine, fat fish. A beautiful green meadow dotted with wildflowers serves as the fisherman's spacious backyard. The flowers' sweet scent fills the air. You see a lively creature who is at the same time both man and goat. He is a satyr. His name is Pan. He seems to be greatly enjoying his flute music. You attempt to speak to Pan, but he pays you no mind. He's too wrapped up in his flute music. How does she know his name? Play lute. The true goat. That's Rosella. The true goat. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the lute curiously. Oh, come on. Okay, Pan gratefully accepts your gift of the lute, and in return, he gives you his flute. We've added an F. Happy now, he dances away with it. All right. You've entered a shady wooded area with birds calling from the many trees. You notice a pool in the distance to the north. Well, let's go to that pool. Hey, are we in Washington now? Wait, no. The columns are different. Look. The beautiful pool with its elegant marble columns has a wonderful setting in these woods. The water looks so cool and inviting, you're almost tempted to jump in. There he is. Baby Cupid beats his little wings furiously as he flies through the air. In his chubby hands he carries a golden bow and 2 golden arrows. Nice animation on him. Oh, he's swimming. Uh-oh, you've startled Cupid. It's okay, I didn't want to talk to him anyway. Get bow. Cupid is buying. Oh, we're back at the frog pond. There is actually a pond nearby here called the frog pond. Okay, where's the frog with the crown? I'll assume it's the one down here. Look, frog. The large frog stares back at you with big, bulging eyes. Drop, snitch. Drop, ball. You accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. From atop a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with, "Yes, you lost the ball," in its mouth. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you. Step on frog. Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. Well, here we go. Yeah, I should try to seduce it first. Buy frog dinner. Ask frog for consent. Nope. I guess we're just going to kiss him. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Suddenly, the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. "Who are you?" the prince demands. "I thought you were supposed to be a princess. Why, you're nothing but more than a peasant girl." You blanch a bit at that remark, but say nothing. "Well, ta-ta," he says. "I'm off. Here, You may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. What a jerk store. So I should probably get that ball again, right? Should I get the ball again? This walkthrough's not telling me to, but I kind of feel like I should. All right. Well, screw him. I hope he gets eaten. Okay, we're gonna walk east 3 screens. So past the mansion. This is 1. I'm gonna walk over that cross because that's what you do. Two. A 3. And right a waterfall. Oh, careful, Rosella. You see a beautiful waterfall cascading down the mountain into a deep blue pool. From the pool, a river courses westward. Around you, a dense forest closes in. I need my old man pillow again. You know, Scoop Joey, you're probably right. Why not? Let's go with that. You go, Rosella. To think, it sure feels good to be yourself again. All Prince Jerkstore had to do was just take that crown off. Yes, well, just not into the dining room. What's this? Why, it's a cave behind the waterfall. You see an old board lying by the cave entrance. We're going to build a groovy surfboard with that. How am I not close enough? I'm literally right next to it. Get bored. Okay. Nope. Okay. So we got a bone. Too lazy to animate the troll. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever accuse Sierra of being too lazy to animate something. I mean, their games are getting more animated by the year, basically. I want to say I remember this mountain. A mountain range rises to the east from the forest. A narrow path winds steeply up the side of it. Throw me your freaking boon here. Yeah, I want to say this is one of the things that I remember not liking about this game back when I think this was the first Sierra game I actually legit bought. Oh no, the Lots Goons. Oh my god, it's the Wizard of Oz. Well, my pets, the lot hisses, what have you drug home today? Oh, shoot. You're a foolish girl who wandered here by mistake, or are you a spy sent by my enemy, Canasta? You swear to Lalat that you are nothing but a poor peasant girl who has lost her way, but she doesn't seem to believe you, as her mouth begins to snarl and her eyes narrow to mere slits. For the first time, you experience real fear and begin to tremble. Lalat snarls. You don't look stupid enough to have wandered here. I believe you're a spy. Take her to the cell. Ooh. You have found yourself in a horrible cell. It looks as if others have found their way here too. Hopefully you won't end up like them. At least 2 unfortunate individuals have met their end here. You see nothing special. You don't have it. Okay. You hear the henchmen returning. Perhaps they're setting you free. The henchman motions you to follow him out of the cell. Looks like the text gets smaller when it's automatic. Oh, there's a raven. Lilac gives you a sickly sweet look. You're lucky, my dear, she coos. My precious son Edgar has taken a liking to you, and he believes you. He's convinced me to give you a chance to prove your innocence. You glance at the homely young man standing next to Lalat. He blushes. Oh, look, he did blush too. Lalat continues. I wish to own the unicorn that inhabits the Meadowland. Bring me the unicorn, and I shall not only set you free, but reward you as well. To her henchman, Lalat orders, Go, take her back to the forest. Let's do a new save here. It's Legend. I've never seen Legend. I'll take your word for that. I like the house in the background. Going back to the ocean here. Nope, not where I wanted to go. Tom Cruise is the best Link. Okay, now I have to see this. Oh, is Ridley Scott? I did not know. I wonder how Fisherman and Wife are doing. Hope this is not Chris's blood. Yep. Time to go looking for sharks. Swim, Rosella. Swim like you've never swum before. Watch out for sharks. That's a shark. Wow, that didn't take long. Make a tastier morsel for that hungry shark. Next time, be more careful. Thanks. Thanks for that, Roberta. Old English. Sit at the edge of the screen for a second? Why, he'll swim away if I sit at the edge of the screen? Oh, look at that whale. Is he going to eat me too? I'm going to end up in that whale, aren't I? Yep, here we are. Phew, this place stinks. This is awesome. All right. Okay, too soon to do this part. I understand now. That is cool that he shows up in the background, though. Nope. Nope. Oh my God. What? I can't do anything about the shark? Good Lord. So if there's a shark, there's just nothing you can do. It seems like there's nothing you can do. You stare out at the ocean and the white sand beach of this secluded island. From the middle of the island, a majestic ivory palace towers, surrounded by a lovely manicured garden. A majestic peacock with a beautiful tail struts by. We're waiting for him to do something. There we go. Nope, that's not what he was supposed to do. We're waiting. And waiting. And waiting some more. Oh, I thought I just had to wait for the peacock to drop a feather. Oh, there's a feather right there. Alrighty then. And now we're going back in the water. I can't believe you got this so memorized, Keenad. Okay, now we're actually going to go looking for that whale. So will the whale just show up if you stay in the water long enough? That's kind of what this walkthrough's intimating. We did not at all come back to where we started this little swimming trip. There we go. Horrors. Horrors? You've been swallowed by a huge whale. Phew, this place stinks. Yeah, this is the whole climbing up the slippery spot puzzle, right? You open the glass bottle and retrieve the imprisoned note. Sludge Vohall is holding me prisoner in Space Quest 2. Help me out of this jam. Yep, love it. Far left side? Oh, doesn't matter which side. Okay. Yeah, this is going to suck. Was close that time. Oh, God. Okay, so straight up doesn't work. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Okay, a little bit more left. This was good gameplay. It's such a shame, you know, because these old games do hold up in a way, but then you always have little bits like this in them. That's just like, nope. But you know what? It's still usually better than grinding for experience points. Although I don't know. We'll see how I feel about that in a few more minutes. All right, we made that. Okay. But it's apparently still possible to slide off here. Yep. And there we go. Tickle uvula with feather. You frantically tickled the throat of the whale with the huge peacock feather. You begin to feel a quiver under your feet, which quickly turns into a mighty tremble. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous "achoo," and you are I can't yell. My kids are asleep. And you are swept out of the whale's mouth in a tremendous wave of ocean water. Again, you find yourself swimming in the ocean. Let's get out of here before a shark shows up. Nice. This is cool. You found yourself stranded upon a desert island. Also, it seems others before you. Now, what are you going to do, Rosella? I'm going to save. You look at the ground inside the wrecked boat. What is this? Why, it's a golden bridle. You pick it up and carry it with you. Wait, come back, Pelican. Oh. That was I was busting out the old Buenos Blob sound effect. You throw the stinky dead fish to the pelican. Greedily, he catches it in his large bill. As he does so, you notice something shiny fall from his bill onto the ground. You see a shiny whistle lying on the ground. Well, yeah. Well, now I know what it does. You put the shiny silver whistle to your lips and forcefully blow into it, producing a loud tweet. To your astonishment, a friendly dolphin appears just offshore and jabbers excitedly at you. Is it Echo? It's Echo, isn't it? Where's Ed Annunziata? I mean, I'm not close enough. I'm literally right next to it. See, because dolphins aren't afraid of sharks. Tweet. And here we are. We're back. How are we doing for time? Oh, we got 20 more minutes. Okay. North one screen, east two screens. Gotcha. You aim one of Cupid's golden arrows toward the beautiful unicorn. You let go of the bowstring. Zing! Bullseye. The magnificent unicorn is no longer afraid of you. It's now your friend. The magnificent unicorn seems unafraid of you now. It nickers softly as you approach. Lit. Put bridle on unicorn. Yeah, no kidding. I feel like this is terrible. I'm gonna give this thing to the villain. I assume, anyway. As the beautiful unicorn offers no resistance, you gently place the golden bit into its mouth and fit the bridle and reins over its majestic head. The unicorn looks at you with curiosity. How am I not close enough? Kill it and drink its blood. You nimbly mount the magnificent unicorn, grab the golden reins, and set off toward Lolot's castle. Don't worry, dwarves. I will betray you next. So, fun fact about my Tandy 1000: we didn't have a mouse, so anytime this game loaded, this little pointer would pop up right in the center of the screen. The unicorn seems paralyzed with fear at Lolot's henchmen. Poor unicorn. So, Lolot says, I hear you were a good girl and brought me the unicorn. I'm almost convinced you might be innocent after all, but, she clears her throat, not quite. Edgar's back there blushing. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good, you think? Lolot continues, I'm desirous of the hen that lays the golden eggs. Currently, the hen is kept by the ogre and his wife. Shrek? Bring me the hen, and you shall have your freedom and a great reward. Take her away, Lolot orders her hired goons. Goons! Hi, goons. You know, I could just walk, guys. Actually, probably couldn't. A new save. Lots of potential for death in the quest. Gotcha. The ogress sees you. You better run, as she'd like to have you for dinner. So apparently there is an AGI version of this. I'm playing the CGI version. Be interested to take a look at the AGI version. The SCI version is what I'm playing. You see a large thatched roof house surrounded by forest, and it looks very formidable. It might be wise to use caution here. That's a big door. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Watch out, a very unfriendly bulldog rushes towards you. Quickly, you toss the bone to the big dog, who catches it midair. Happy with his surprise gift, he takes it to his favorite rug, lies down, and begins getting rid of text boxes. All right. Oh, at least she goes up the stairs smoothly. You've entered the ogre's upstairs bedroom, where a huge bed dominates the place. In the left wall, you notice a closed door. Against the right wall leans the ogre's axe. I bet you Leisure Suit Larry's had sex on that bed. You do have a pretty nice house, you know? You're right. Except those curtains are a little rough. You found yourself inside the ogre's small closet. For a closet, it's surprisingly empty. You notice a large keyhole under the doorknob of the closet door. More waiting. Apparently I'm supposed to be told when the ogre shows up. You hear the ogre in the house. Keyhole. The ogre roars, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a..." "Quiet, you old goat," interrupts the ogress. "That's just a deer you smell. You know how you get when you're hungry. Here, eat." He could use a Snickers. "Wife," shouts the ogre, "bring me my hen." Ah, she must be sisters with fisherman's wife. Kerplunk. "Lay," orders the ogre. With excitement, you watch the hen lay a golden egg, which the ogre takes. He yawns, then falls asleep on the table. Soon, his snoring rattles the walls. Okay, let's do this thing. See the ogre sleeping at the table. You better be real quiet. The greatest watchdog ever. Come here, hen. Way to tiptoe. Squawk, squawk. Uh-oh, the hen has woken the ogre. Run, 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 run. Well, it was meant to scare you. Nope. Well, this is cool. Surrounded by ants. This place gives you the willies. The trees around here are very strange, almost human-like. A dense forest surrounds this odd grove of trees. The trees tremble at your might and are frightened by your axe. They will not bother you further. It's a shame she's behind the tree that's in the shadows. Looks like an Entmoot. That's what's happening. Whoa. Hi. That's right. You and all your friends know. That's a big skull cave. A cave bearing a slight resemblance to a skull, slightly, juts out from the craggy mountainside. Huge rocks block your exit to the north, and you're completely surrounded by those grabby trees. Nice situation, huh? It's like something you'd find in Breath of the Wild. Ah, this looks familiar. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Uh-oh. Well, that's how it goes. That's true, Ben. Guys, seriously, I'll just walk up there. What a good girl you are, Lilac gushes. I really ought to give you your reward right now. She pauses, and you wonder what she's up to. Lilac goes on to say, but I have just the tiniest bit of doubt left. If you do me just one more thing, I'll be completely convinced of your innocence and you'll receive a wonderful reward. Somehow you don't quite believe her. I want to have Pandora's box. It is said that whomever owns it would be in possession of the purest evil. Lolot's red eyes glow as she exclaims, with the power and evil of Pandora's box, I would be unstoppable. Your terror returns as you realize what an evil being Lolot really is. You wonder if you should be helping her in this way, but what can you do about it? Nothing, right now. I don't know the whereabouts of Pandora's box, Lolot tells you. You must search for it yourself. Dun dun dun. Again, she orders her henchmen to take her away. Boom, 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 boom. Bump, 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 bum. Bump, 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 bum. Should finish the next stream, huh? Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Pandora's loot box. This is a dismal and dreary cave. Within it reside 3 one-eyed old witches. In the center of the cave, over a hot fire, boils a foul-smelling brew inside a large black cauldron. Oh, nope. You just managed to snatch the glass eye from the grasp of the old witches. Now they are totally blind and helpless. Hey, RJ. Well, I'll leave you blind old ladies to yourselves. Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. As you re-enter the dismal cave, the three one-eyed witches throw something toward you, which lands on the ground. Here, take it, they cry. It'll ward off the undead. You'll need it. Now please give us back our eye. Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. You throw the glass eye to the three old hags, who once again take turns peering at you. Come closer, dear. We'd like to give a little gift to you. No. Nice, Keenad. That'd be some good playing. This is a scary old cemetery. Many of the tombstones are crumbling or falling over, and the entire place is overgrown with weeds. A mountain range looms to the east, and all around a forest encroaches. How odd, you see a crypt door built right into the mountainside. I think we're just about to stop here, because there's a section here I'm about to start. Yep, we are here, back at the waterfall. And this is where we're going to come to an end tonight. We're going to save. So, that's been the Perils of Rosella. These games are getting so much better. 1988 was clearly a transition year for Sierra, because we just finished playing, well, didn't completely finish playing Gold Rush, and that was clearly using the old engine, the AGI, I guess. But it was still really good, because it was doing a lot of the things that this game is doing, where you're doing a lot of close-ups and the cutaways and, all that fun stuff. But this seems like it's a little more advanced than that. So, hope you've really enjoyed this. I know I've enjoyed it. And, of course, next week we'll be back with this game again with part 2. Hopefully that'll be the end of this game. We'll get that wrapped up. Tomorrow night, Phantasy Star. Back to Phantasy Star again. So Sarah Bess can sit here and get cranky with me for filling out all the different maps. And then on Thursday night, donor request night, we've got Yakuza 6. So please come by and hang out. Hope to see you tomorrow night. And in the meantime, have a wonderful evening. And goodbye.